Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play FTB. Now, it has come to my attention that we are in dire need of some upgrades. For instance, these Alamite tools are very nice, however, they're just not cutting it. And another thing that's more important, that's become painfully obvious. And I mean, literally, painfully obvious, is the fact that we do not have any armor, except for flippers, which make us swim fast. But there's no armor in that. So, let's get started. Okay. The first thing we're going to do today is we're going to start with modular power suits. After we introduce the sound muffler. Now the sound muffler is a nice tool, courtesy of Extra Utilities. Oh, we got a rain muffler. Oh, that's something we might have to make. This is a description. Basically, it just cuts out the noise of annoying things. Pop. There we go. Reduces all sound. So now I can hear myself think with the tree farm. And sleep through the night. Okay. Now, on to our actual first order of business. We're going to be starting with Machine uses modular power suits. Because why not? First thing we're going to need is a tinker table. Tinker. Aha! Here it is. Power armor tinker table. To make that, we're going to need either this, which Electrum I don't want to use, or this, which we can do that. Assuming we have a basic machine casing. There we go. Bah. And here we go. Modular power suits, tinker table. Oh, look at that rendering. Very nice. Now, let's see here. No modular power suit items found in inventory. Oh. But wait! We can fix that. At mod.machine use. Okay, now we're going to be making a helmet, a chest plate, some leggings, some boots, and the power fist. Because power fist has a rail cannon, which can be used as a jetpack. Which is hilarious. And does 30 damage. So 2 shots Enderman. Very nice tool. I've flown many a distance with it before I could make a jetpack. But now with Morph, jetpacks are really not needed, which kind of makes me sad, but... Okay. First thing we make a helmet. Got a helmet. And I did not mean to use circuits. Crap. Oh well. And we'll do that. And now we got the chest plate. And we're going to need some leggings. Now we got the leggings. Cue the boots. Get some boots. And we get the power fist. And now we have the power fist. Now, we're going to need to power all of this. And we're going to use HV capacitors, because why not go for the best? And we're going to need a Lapotron crystal, and no we don't. We're going to need redstone energy cell frames that are full, Not energy cells yet. This is a good thing. Which I just happen to make 5 of these, which costs 3 stacks plus 8 redstone. It's quite a bit of redstone. But, yeah. HV. Yay! Woo! Oh. Okay. Is it a little weird? Holy crap, this mod has changed a lot since I last played with it. Hello, what is this? Blink drive. It was an ender pearl the last time I played with it. Get from point A to point C via point B, where point B is a fold in time and space, which is amazing. But also teleports you into walls. And allows you to phase through blocks, technically, which is very nice. Blind Energistics wireless access terminal in my hand? I think I just fell in love. Plasma cannon. I am... Plasma cannon, melee assist, or melee, whichever you prefer. I used to say melee, but everybody yells and says it's melee. I'm sorry. Plasma cannon. That's expensive. That's only expensive. That's only... What is this? Blade launcher. Launches a spinning blade of death. Or shearing. I just see a sheep going, bah? Lightning some... That sounds pretty cool. And not good. Logistics pipes. Bigger crafting grid. Gives you a 3x3 crafting grid. Aqua affinity. We know what that does. Diamond drill. Field tinker. Can't memorize blueprints, but should at least... Sounds like he gives you a tinker table on the go. I think. Torch players. Stores torches in an internal storage and places them in the world on use. That sounds cool. Flint and steel. Tree tap. TE multimeter. Ore scanner. Now that's only OP. Leaf blower. Create a torrent of air to knock plants out of the ground and leaves off of trees. That's not ridiculous. Shovel. What is this? Just gonna point out, that is a really cool looking axe. Okay. That's amazing. Install. And we're going to set everything to max. Now when doing this, you see the weight. 2 kilograms, 10 kilograms. We really don't want to exceed... I'll have to play with this to get it really defined, because it's been so long since I've played with modular power suits. The last time I played with modular power suits was 1.5, so it's been a little while. What's our total weight at? 30. Is that 40? Okay. Now we have this. We need some energy shieldings. Force field emitters. We're going to need 8 of these. How do we make a force field emitter nowadays? Force field emitter. Okay, we're only going to need a ridiculous amount of things that are ridiculously costly, and ender pearls and circuit boards. Oh, and solenoids. We're only going to need 32 ender pearls. And we're going to need many solenoids. Going to need 32 solenoids. How many ender pearls do I have? That might be a problem. Heh. Well then. At least I can look cool. Oh, the rendering on this. Yeah. Arrgh. I'm a boss. With no armor abilities. It's just armor that's pure and crappy. Arrgh. Okay. We need to charge this armor. Now, we can do this with IC2, like bat boxes or Greg Tech machines. But I feel like a good way right now, with our current power setup, would be an energetic... If I can spell it. Oh, I did. Infuser. So we're going to need redstone transmission coils, redstone reception coils, which means we're going to need 2 golden ingots. We're going to need a block of redstone. Alright, let me craft this up and I'll be right back. And with that, we are back. And now we have an energetic infuser. And now we need conduit. Give me a conduit. Okay, now we can go over here. Don't mind me. Yay! Okay. Now, I'm not wearing my armor at the moment because, like I said, each thing has weight. And when you exceed 25, you're like, I'm dying. I can't walk anymore. So let's see here. Here, let me play around with this real quick and see what the maximum exploitable is before I start screwing it up. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we're back, and I found that 6.25 was optimal, and so here we go on that. Let's make you 6 point... I don't think this guy really matters. No movement, impedance. I think there is a... Yeah, there is a movement impedance. Huh. Well, we could set him... We could set them all to 5. Yeah, let's set everything to 5. Alright, I'm gonna take care of this because this is kinda tedious. Alright, guys. Hey, we're back. And now all of our stuff is set at 25 exactly. Now. Is this charged? Can we charge it in the energetic infuser? Yes, we can. That's charging up. And it just drains power. It just eats power. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. How much power? It's just like, om nom nom. This thing puts out a 10,000 RF, or 1,000 MJ a tick. It's a lot of power. Fight it! You can do it! Okay. Oh. Okay, that was a little weird. Okay. Our next order of business. Going to need some ores. And we're going to need some cobalt and some auradite. I usually find more auradite than I do cobalt, but this is the only time in which that's not the case. Alright, shut you down. Okay. So let's see here. We're gonna make a pick. We're gonna make 2 picks. So we're gonna need... we're gonna go with cobalt head, a thaumium binding, and a paper tool rod. Because thaumium gives us an extra modifier and paper gives us an extra modifier. The only difference between thaumium and paper is durability, which will put auto repair on this, so it will be amazing and we won't need to care about that. And to do this, we're going to need 2 cobalt. We're going to need 2 cobalt. And we're going to make a sword. Or a rapier. So let's just start out here by... one cobalt ore will yield 2 cobalt ingots. Let's start it here. I'm going to need some extra lava, I'm sure. Get some from our handy drum of lava. Thank you, Minecraft Physics. Sits on the ceiling. Okay. It's a little weird. Having some, slight frame rate issues. Don't know why. I'm not doing a lot of things. Here, let me try something really quick. Alright, guys. I just closed all the auxiliary programs and other things I had up in the background. Hopefully this will help our frame rate issues. If not, I'll relog and restart the computer. Yeah, I'm gonna relog real quick. Sorry, guys. Don't know why it's, apparently we've used quite a bit of RAM. So, I'll be back in a second. Hey guys, we're back, and our frame rate is stable now. Had to restart the computer. Well, of course I say that and that's gonna happen. But it should be okay. I just walked around, making sure our frame rate was stable. Poured the cast. Yeah. So, now... oh, I brought this with me to show you guys. Alright, so we're going to make our pickaxes. So... oh, but, bleh. Okay, let's see here. We're going to need a tool rod and a tool binding. Now, let's make our tool rod out of thaumium. Very nice. And let's make our bindings out of paper. Now, and we'll do that, and we do this, and let's name the first one the Cobalt. Because why not? 5 modifiers. Saw sounds. And the most generic name of any silk touch pick, Silky. Now that we have the cobalt and silky, now we in business. Now, ooh, look at that durability and the mining speed. 5 modifiers. So we'll be able to put on 7 modifiers onto this max. It's a lot of modifiers. Okay. Is there energetic confusing going? Oh, we're almost done. It's the helmet now. Yeah, I walked around for a little bit. I was a little scared of frame rate issues. Not gonna lie. Okay. Next step, we need to make a tool forge, which I already had going. Yeah. And of course, we're going to make ourselves a hammer. And maybe an excavator. Don't know. Probably both. Alright. So let's make ourselves a tool forge. Tool forge is simply this. And we need more iron blocks. Oh, what's up? Are you smelting charcoal? Come on. Bad. Smelt the iron. Or iron. Dakota. Specifically. 'Cause I know you're gonna say something about it again. There we go. Now we're making iron. And I should have thrown this in here. I was doing all that. So, I'm gonna make that. And now we're going to need some other things. A good thing to start with would be energy shielding, so we're going to need some force field emitters. Force field emitter. So we're going to need a bunch of these. So, if we're going to need 8 times 4 is 32, we're going to need 8 advanced circuits. How many advanced circuits do we have? 2. Yeah, that'll be fun. Lots of crafting. I think our armor's fully charged. Oh yes, yes indeed. It is charged. Now we're at the max. Okay. For optimal movement. We get some speed buffs, which we can do. And we might, upgrade our battery capacity just a little bit. Alright, and now for the tool forge. More tools are available. Should we make a frying pan to go smack something with? Maybe later. Okay, we're gonna want a hammer. And we're gonna want a sword. So we're gonna need a sword blade, we're gonna need a hammer. And we need an excavator. Lots of things. So many things we're going to need. And we're going to need lots of iron. You done smelting yet? Thank you. What about you? Alright, there's that half stack of iron. Whoa. Alright guys, I'm gonna do some more prep work, and I'll be back. Hey guys, we're back. And I've done quite a bit of prep work to get all of our stuff together. I realized that we're not going to be able to fully upgrade all of our tools because certain things we don't have enough of, such as nether quartz. But nonetheless, we can get started. Now, get up there. Okay. We're going to want to make our silk touch pick. To do that, we're going to need some silky jewels. To get that, we're going to need 4 silky cloth and an emerald. So let's make the silky cloth, which is an aluminum brass nugget surrounded by string. Bad. There we go. Now we do that, and now we have a silky jewel. Hooray, silky jewel. I've got some lapis. A fortune. Okay. Now. See here. Silky. Silk touch. Yeah. Now, let's get the cobalt. It's a really terrible name. We're going for broke here. There needs to be a better way to do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing this because this is probably annoying you guys. I'll be back when it's finished. And here we go, the last... Yay! Now we have Fortune 3, which is equivalent to 450 lapis. Now, another thing we can do is make our hammer. And that is definitely not what I wanted to do. Thank you, Smeltery. That was for something else. Okay. We can fix this. All we need is this, and this. Come here. Get up there. Okay. Did we not grab the fluid duct? Apparently not. Oy. Alright. Now, let's do that. Bonk. Now we have our cobalt hammerhead. Now, we're going to need to make... Gonna need paper stacks, I guess. I think that's what they're called. In a while. Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna need lots of paper. Yeah. I'm gonna get more paper, guys. I'll be back. Spider! Bad! Bad. And now we have our two large paper plates. Now we're going to need a tough tool rod, which we're going to make out of all of our thaumium. which means it'd probably be good to get started with Thaumcraft soon. Now, Cobalt Hammerhead, Thaumium Tough Rod, 2 paper plates, 6 modifiers, very nice. Not much in the way of durability, but overall very nice. Now, let's see here. We want to name this. And we're just going with a hammer. Pro Tinker. Oh yeah. Now. Okay. Don't mind me. Oh. Also, I've done something that, this helps. I made an XP drain on top of this portable tank. Just drain your XP into it for storage. So in case you die, you don't lose all your XP. It's a very nice thing to do. Now, let's see here. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to... let's look at our durability. See what our durability is. Okay, we got 1,000 durability. 1,000 durability. There's a sec. It's also going to make a sword blade. That would be another episode. For now, we need to concentrate on other things. Okay, we're going to need tons upon tons and tons of redstone. Be back in a second. Hey, we've procured a massive amount of redstone blocks. Alright, now let's do this. For the hammer. This gives it haste. All out of modifiers. Or are we? If we add a gold block and a diamond... I'll be back once this gold block is... And now we add this, and we get an extra modifier. Yep. Ball of moss. And now we have an auto-repairing hammer. Isn't that amazing? And with how much haste does it have? It's a mining speed of 29, which is kinda insane. Okay, ball of moss on Silky. And on you. And now, we do redstone. we go. Alright, I know that we can make another one, and for some reason I did not think. Thank you. I'll be back, and I'll have 2 more go blind. Alright, now we have this. Okay. Get an extra modifier. And you, and you. Efficiency decrease. So this comes out to be mining speed level 24. This is mining speed level 27. And now all we have to do is test this out real quick and install our shielding units, of course. So let's install you here and you here and you here. Now we've done that, let's turn into a bat and let's go test this fortune pick really quickly. Okay, let's go to our diamond stash of diamonds, which is over 40 ore right here. It's just fortune 3 at all. Have you ever mined diamonds like this before? I don't think I have either. So we got 94 diamonds out of 42 ore. Yeah, it was 42. It's a lot of diamonds. And we gotta see our hammer in action, of course, because we gotta see it. 3x3. And here's our silk touch. And we should have good armor. I'm a bat. Well, I know we have good armor now. Up to 9 chest plates. Alright guys, that's it for this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright. See you guys.